a road trip to Ladakh is always special and full of adventure. But if I include the term EV into the package, you will possibly back off or laugh at me. But the BE6 thinks otherwise. Is this for real? We are in Ladakh at the Pangong Lake with the BE. Is this for real? Did we get here without any support? The route, the experience, the performance and the efficiency? Well, what you're about to see is the most special and scenic travelogue of the BE anywhere on the internet. And of course, all your questions will be answered and a lot of misconceptions will be shattered. Now, every epic adventure has a start which is, well, not so epic. In our terms, it is day number 1, a straightforward highway haul towards Jammu. It's 600 kilometers, the base of the mountains. It's still very important because from tomorrow onwards, the real adventure, the real drama will unfold. Let's wrap up day number 1 quickly. Initial spell of heavy rains into Haryana, a pit stop for breakfast, and then our drive continued into Punjab. A quick stop for lunch and charge up at Jalandhar. The numbers still here will impress you. 358 kilometers at an efficiency of 7.4 kilometers per kilowatt hour. That's a range of 585 at highway speeds. Moving on, a quick teaser of twisties at Pathankot. And then we entered JNK. Back-to-back diversions due to the Katra Expressway welcomed us into our first nightfall city, Jammu. Numbers for the day, well, 576 kilometers at an efficiency of 7.2 kilometers per kilowatt hour. Now the BE is fully charged and so are we, and today is when the real adventure begins. We are told it was raining yesterday and there have been some landslides and shooting stones. Will that be of a hamper? Well, fingers crossed. The initial going wasn't encouraging. Dusty roads, traffic and more. But then the Jammu-Udhampur stretch opened up, allowing the BE to stretch its legs. Through curves and multiple tunnels.
It won't be wrong to say that the BE actually feels like a grown-up go-kart. You know, it handles like a dream. It drives as if it's on rails. The feedback, your seat is slightly lower from an SUV, the lovely steering wheel, you're surrounded in a great cockpit. It's like flying by road.
And then we drove into the 9.3 kilometer long Patni Top Tunnel. A marvel of modern engineering that sliced nearly 90 minutes on the Jammu-Srinagar haul. Fast, clean, no nonsense. On the other side, things look easy. Off-season monsoons meant fewer honks and more calm. The NHAI has done wonders here. But the odd patch, well, still a reminder to stay sharp. Just when we thought we were cruising to Srinagar ahead of time, boom! A mega jam before the Kazigund tunnel. It had been there so long, even roadside shops had a loyal customer base of stuck cars. So, what did we do? Well, we switched to the shoot mode. The BE now in the full adventure form thanks to the no tarmac section, posing like a rock star against Kashmir's majestic backdrops. By noon, traffic rolled again. Turned out the Amarnath Yatra was the reason. And then came the Kazigund tunnel. 8.45 kilometers of smooth sailing. Wider, faster and better lit. Saves another hour compared to the old Johar route. Thank you, NHAI. No rain today, but Kashmir still served up a feast.
Runway smooth tarmac, lush green carpets and peaks in the distance. Absolute postcard stuff. By afternoon, we rolled into Srinagar, the summer capital, and then the Boulevard Road. Still a dream to drive on with Dal Lake flowing gently besides. Tempting as it was to pause and soak in, our priority was a charger and lunch. And guess what? We struck gold.
Now this has to be one of the most beautiful chargers, at least in the northern part of India. You will agree with me. We are in Srinagar, a stone's throw away from Dal Lake, charging our BE6. And look at this, we have one more BE with us, also getting charged at this station. Guys, what is the possibility of having two of the best performance e-SUVs together at a charging station like this one? Numbers will hear me out. For today from Jammu, we have done approximately 260 kilometers at an efficiency which is bonkers, almost 6 kilometers for every single kilowatt hour. Simple calculations, that's a range of 470 on a full charge while gaining elevation towards Srinagar. This is far better than I had expected. For the entire journey from Delhi, 850 kilometers, efficiency being 6.7. Now, this is the last proper charging station in this part of India. We'll juice up the BE completely. It's a large battery pack. It will take time, but while we do so, we'll soak in the views and grab some bite. And once the car is fully charged, we move ahead and we'll get you stunning visuals of this color with the Dal Lake in the backdrop. For now, two BEs and a great view behind me.
With the BE juice up to 100%, it was lake time again. And the team, well, busy capturing one of India's sharpest performing electric SUVs against a truly iconic canvas. A picture-perfect wrap-up to day number 2. Just the reset we needed before the big climb tomorrow. The BE was going to shatter myths today. Long day ahead and the first destination in mind, well, the newly made Z-Mo tunnel at Sonmarg. The going till here was busy. Post city, we got a good share of traffic and about 90 minutes into the drive, we came here, the new Z-Mo tunnel. Just a teaser to the ambitious Zujila tunnel project, but already shaving 15 minutes of the journey. Smooth and fast, the kind of shortcut we like. Sonmarg rolled out the green carpet, moody skies, dramatic cliffs and an elevation of 9,000 feet. Still, the BE sipped electrons like a yogi. Till here today, 4.9 kilometers per kilowatt hour. Impressive. Post Sonmarg, fresh tarmac teased us. Wide, twisty and tempting. The BE wanted to dance through the curves with all that talk. But I held back, took the scenic route slow. Also catching a glimpse of the massive Yatra base camp far below. Then came the real test. Broken trails, vanishing roads, glacier melt and a spontaneous water splash. The BE took it all in the stride and reached the first pass of the day.
Almost 12,000 feet above mean sea level, we are at the mighty Zujila Pass. This drive is out to put to rest all the myths and misconceptions surrounding EVs, especially the BE offerings from Mahindra. What a drive it has been from all the way from Delhi to Jammu and today from Srinagar to Zujila Pass. Uphill, undulations, splashes, no roads. We are doing it all. And in case you want to know the figures, from Srinagar, approximately 5,000 feet to almost 12,000 feet and over 105 kilometers, the efficiency has been still over 4 kilometers per kilowatt hour. This is a large battery pack. Even in such conditions, the efficiency is excellent. We have only consumed 1/3 of the battery, and from here on, we still have 2 mountain passes towards Leh. One of the passes is even higher than Zujila Pass. Interesting time ahead. Well, 3 passes in a single day without a charge.
Now this is what I was waiting for, the downhill stretch. Gravity became a gift, regen kicked in. While ICE cars waste it all, EVs like the BE, well, they harvest it. Free charge? Yes please. Moments later, I could not resist and pulled off the road. We all needed a break, not for me, but for the view. The BE also got playful, as you can see here. Was I worried about the range? Ha, not even close. The power of silence inching towards Leh. Now gravity is something that ICE vehicles cannot use to their benefit in terms of the efficiency, but with EVs, gravity can be magic. Now remember, at Zojila Pass, our efficiency was approximately 4.2 kilometers per kilowatt hour, but right now at our branch stop, it was almost 6. I'm very confident that by the time we get towards Kargil, which is still double the height of Srinagar, our efficiency should be around 6.4 or 6.5. Bonkers by all means. Thankfully, the road is empty today. It's a great run, enjoyable run. By the way, on such long road trips or cross-country runs, if you are a DG nomad, you're carrying multiple phones, multiple cameras and GoPros, you want to charge them on the move, the BE has you covered. For starters, you have 2 wireless charging pads right over here, which are very accessible. And then you have 3 C-type charging outlets, which are fast, 65 watt each. So multiple phones, GoPro, camera like this. In fact, I've been using both the charging pads for my phones, Android and Apple. I've charged the GoPro from the C-type, and now I'll be charging this particular camera from the C-type as well. So yeah, you're a digi nomad, you are carrying your gadgets, you want to charge them on the move. BE says, why not? With Zojila behind, the adventure dialed up. Smooth blacktop returned, and so did the joy of gliding. Dras flashed by. Kargil too, where we drove through the town, tailing the Surreal River. Locals stayed, and why not? The BE was stealing hearts, and efficiency, it climbed too. But Leh was 225 kilometers away. 2 more passes to tame. First up, Namikila. Words fail here. Altitude rises, air thins, and the green vanishes into moonscape. Welcome to the raw, haunting beauty of Ladakh. At the Namikala Pass, and we have done almost 260 kilometers from Srinagar. Look at the efficiency, 5.8. We still have 1/3 battery left, and now we go down. Next target, the higher and harsher Fotula. It's steeper, colder, grander, and we conquered it too. Fotula Pass is the highest point on the Srinagar-Leh road, and look at the figures. We are still holding a brilliant 5.8 kilometer 2 kilowatt hour. The battery is 26% left. It says we can go 111 kilometers, but of course we'll go down now, get some range up, because Leh is still 128 away. So from this elevation of 13.4 thousand, we'll go down towards Leh. Definitely region will help us a lot. Freshly painted seems to be welcoming the BE6 to what is the highest location on the Srinagar-Leh route. This is the Fotula Pass, 13,479 feet, and this electric car refuses to give up. You know, the efficiency right now is a very healthy 5.8 kilometer to a kilowatt hour. Leh is only 128 kilometers that side, but we are under 30%. Interesting adventure. Well, downhill region is our best friend. Now began the fun part, the descent. I was eager to see how much juice the BE could claw back. Curve after curve, we dropped altitude, heading towards Lamayuru. And after that, well, magic numbers. Now this is what region can do to you. Look at this. We have not only gained 4%, but look at the trip meter distance. We have gained so much distance, yet plus 4%. Getting to Leh now will be a piece of cake. Before entering the capital of Ladakh, the magic of Basku Plains. A straight line into the horizon, rolling hills, dramatic salutes, and the BE cutting through like a sculpture in motion. After this, we descended into the Leh Basin. They said this drive couldn't be done on a single charge, but the BE proved otherwise. 10% still in the tank as we cruise into town. Just 3 kilometers to the hotel, a few narrow gullies later, the BE tucked in for the night. Job well done.
Shattering myths and misconceptions, and in style, we have reached Leh from Srinagar without charging on the way, and there is still charge left in the BE6E. What a day it has been, but there is a lot more in store. We take a break tomorrow to explore Leh like a person would do in an ice vehicle, and then we go to one of the most beautiful, mystical, magical lakes in India, Pangong.
Do Leh and welcome to Leh. We rest here for 2 nights. Why? Because day 4 is something else entirely. Leh woke up to a crisp, clear morning, and so did we. Day 4 was all about 3 essentials for a BE, and no, coffee wasn't one of them. First stop, a power up. Not your usual plug-in routine, this was special.
Now this is pure, clean source of energy for charging the BE6. We are at the only fast charger in Leh. It is a government-run setup and it is solar powered. You can look at this, solar EV charging. It's opened up to public now finally on certain days, not Sundays. The timings are also sort of restricted, but come here and get your EV charged at 60 kilowatt.
In just 94 minutes, we were juiced up by 92%. That's quick. But the BE needed more than just electrons. It needed a spa day with a proper scrub down. You see, from Srinagar to Leh, the BE had collected layers of dust, slush and adventure. Looked great for a war film, but not so much for the Pangong postcard shots. Time for that shine to return. With power and polish sorted, it was time for a third and final stop. And this one hits the soul. Perched high above Leh, it's a climb, but every curve rewards you. Views surreal, vibes even better, goosebumps complimentary.
Now with the BE fully charged up and washed, it was time to come to a place that is very close to my heart. I come here every single time. This is the world's highest peace pagoda. It's called the Shanti Stupa. It gives you a bird's eye view of the valley of the city, and it's got only one aim, and that aim is world peace, to celebrate the power of peace and the love of peace. The monks were very supportive. We got the car halfway up till the meditation hall, but of course not to this platform. This is a very sacred, a very spiritual place. We'll only walk over here, take a round of the place, soak in the views, and the best thing to do in calmness before the adventure that starts tomorrow towards Pangong.
Before heading back, we took a moment with these prayer flags. Now these are not just fabric, they are symbols of peace, balance and nature's 5 forces: sky, air, fire, water and earth. As they fluttered in the wind, so did our mission, spreading positive energy and the power of clean mobility to even the farthest corners of the Himalayas. Tomorrow, we all see magic.
Now this is the day that you and we have been waiting for. We go to Pangong Lake, one of the most beautiful lakes that you can drive to in this part of India. Numbers, we have 90% of battery left, but we have to encounter the Changla Pass that is almost as high as the Khardungla Pass, from 10,000 feet to 17 plus. Interesting? Let's find out.
With the BE juice up to 95%, we hit the road. Charged, confident and a bit proud. Why? Because we weren't just climbing mountains, we were breaking mental barriers, showing the world that even EVs can go the distance, even up here. An hour into the drive, the climb started. The approach to Changla started gracefully, long bends and smooth gradients. But soon it got real. Tighter curves, steeper inclines, thinner air. The BE dug in its wheels. No drama, just talk.
Now this is sort of a off season for Ladakh because of monsoons, but thankfully the weather gods have been with us. It's great weather, sunny today. We are on the way to the Changla Pass. It is almost as high as the Khardungla Pass, 17,000 plus feet. Till now it's grey tarmac. We are crossing the village of Shakti. It's a green valley with only peaks for backdrop. Next to no traffic, the occasional biker, and the power of silence inching towards the mystical waters of Pangong. What a feeling. I can't show it to you, but goosebumps are part of the package. If you're coming here for the first time, you will feel emotional. You will have shivers running down your spine. You take a break, you soak in the views. Surreal to the core. Too good.
You have to stop here, not because you need to, but because the landscape demands it. These breaks aren't for catching breath, they are for catching perspective. Up here, you realize how small you truly are. A few splashy water crossings and relentless climb later, we crested our highest point yet, the mighty Changla Pass, 17,500 feet of raw, unfiltered altitude. The BE unfazed. Post Changla, raw Ladakh hit us. The views, yaks grazing in the backdrops and vanishing roads. Streams were crisscrossing the path, water flowing fast, rocks scattered like landmines. And in the middle of it, our electric warrior, glowing red, charging through like a scene out of a dream. We finally paused next to a river flanked by Scorpios. A well-earned break, a moment to let it all sink in. The last 1 hour to Pangong, well, smooth sailing. Constant elevation, perfect tarmac and a landscape that kept shifting shades. Green valleys, turquoise skies, golden light, nature showing off. And then there it was, Pangong So, breathtaking, blue and beyond belief. No words here, just silence, awe and rolling cameras. We cruised along these banks, found a campsite and parked the BE like a champ. And then it happened. I pulled out the flag of India because some moments demand patriotism, pride, and a bit of reflection. 5 days, 1 EV. Countless myths shattered, from heat to high altitude, from highways to Himalayan rivers and the EMS symptoms. We made it. The BE made it. Of course, we all celebrated. How, with some electric moves, the groove mode was on. Lights, beats, and a memory that's now legendary.